Hello again and welcome to another video from the Marketing Study Guide. In this video, I'm going to explain the relationship between monopolistic competition, which is a market structure, and differentiation, which is a foundational aspect of marketing strategy. My name is Jeff and I'm a long-term marketing lecturer and practitioner. So I'm assuming you're a student of marketing, so you will know all about positioning and differentiation and how that's a foundational part of marketing strategy. Typically, it's built around the letters STP, S for segmentation, breaking the market up into related groups of consumers. T is for targeting or target market selection, where we choose some of those segments to be our target markets. And this is part of our strategy decision. Where do we compete in the marketplace? And then the P stands for positioning, and part of positioning is differentiation. And that answers our question of how to compete. So those two questions help construct our marketing strategy. And in terms of this, we need to have POPs, point of parity, and PODs, points of difference, similar offerings, and differentiation. So let's make sense of that. So our overall positioning is made up of two components: points of parity, similar offerings, and points of difference, differentiation. So let's dig into that a little bit further. In terms of positioning, what we're trying to do is communicate our desired image and key benefits to consumers relative to competition. Okay, in simple terms, how do we want consumers to understand our brand? So when they hear our name, they see our packaging, what do they think about the brand? Okay, what do our company, offer, provide the consumer? What do they get? Oh, gee, that product is good for X. What are the key benefits? And how we are different to competitors. Oh, I have a choice of that brand or that brand, but this brand gives me this, or it's a little bit different in this regard. And therefore, the end result, we must give consumers a reason to buy our products. Okay, differentiation is part of positioning, but is the final part of how we're seen to be different or unique. Okay, and it says there we do not need to be better, we just need to be different, which is differentiation. Okay, we're not going to be able to outperform all our competitors all the time, we just simply need to offer something unique. Okay, so differentiation is critical for key benefits. We must have something that we stand out for. Okay, so this is referred to as our points of difference. So I'll come back to that, but let's talk about market structures. So I'm going to talk about monopolistic competition. These are the structures that you know: perfect competition, oligopoly, monopoly. Okay, so monopolistic competition here is a combination of perfect competition, which is where we have identical products such as agricultural or mining products, and monopoly, which is the opposite, where we've got one unique offering. So in the middle here, we have this weird combination of lots of identical products with no points of difference, and a monopoly which is so unique there is no direct competitors, such as an airport or a zoo or a major tourist attraction or a train network or something like that. That's the only option there is. Okay, now to make sense of this, let's consider we're in a town, and that town has these shops in it: a pizza shop, a fast food, gaming place, pet food. And the town is well away from anything else. So if you're the only bookshop in the region, you have a monopoly. If you're the only pet shop in the region, you have a monopoly. Okay, but that is unlikely to happen. The reality is, even in small towns, we're going to have direct competition. So I'm using the word competition here, and as you can see, they're all identical. If we would run out an identical offering, we end up with perfect competition where the only way to compete is really price-based, which is not ideal. So in marketing, we then turn back to positioning to be able to compete in this market structure. Okay, and as I set up here, this is most businesses will fall into this structure. Okay, so we need to differentiate. So let's take our 5 identical pizza firms, and they decide to differentiate. This one here comes up with an atmosphere. They've designed the store so it looks like the 1950s. You walk in and you feel like you're going back in time. This one here has invested in staff. They have a lot of staff interaction. They have a lot of fun with the patrons. They interaction. It's an engaging high service evening or lunch. Here they have gone gourmet, high quality, best ingredients, professional chef. Here they've gone entertainment. They've got a band, they play music, you can dance, etc. And here they tailor for special needs such as being a vegan or gluten-free or other dietary requirements. So we start, if they're all identical, with perfect competition. And then we add a monopoly. We add differentiation. These all become unique now. No two of these are the same. They offer similar but different offerings. So if I come back to those points of parity, which is our part, and points of difference, which is part of our positioning, here we're going to have points of parity. They're all going to sell pizza. They're all going to provide seating. They're all going to have a takeaway option. They're all going to allow people to be flexible. Can I have extra cheese or take that off? I don't want onion, something like that. Okay, so points of parity are always important because that's what the consumer expects from a pizza store. There is a minimum level of expectation. Yes, you will sell pizza. Yes, I can sit down at a table. Yes, I can buy a drink. Those are points of parity, unlikely to be differentiated. Down here, they're all points of difference. And what we do is we go from a situation where it was perfect competition, where we had 5 identical pizza stores, and that it added points of difference, which are monopolies, and we bring them together to create monopolistic competition. So these 5 stores can successfully compete against each other, attract a particular audience or a particular target market, and have ongoing customers. And they're almost not competing against each other because they're so different, which is the monopoly terminology here. So as you can see, there is a significant connection between monopolistic competition and much of what we do in marketing, because it's all built around positioning and differentiation. So hopefully that was helpful in understanding the relationship. It is actually quite powerful to understand this from your marketing studies. Hopefully it was a good video for you, and please check out my other videos and please subscribe to the channel.